So in 2018, I got my first motorcycle. It was a 1980 CM400T. It's a Honda. I'd never been on a motorcycle. I didn't know anybody that rode motorcycles. I didn't come from a family of motorcycle enthusiasts or have relatives. I had one relative I remember growing up that rode dirt bikes down in Southern California, but that's all I knew. But while on vacation, a family vacation to the East Coast, Long Beach Island, there was a copy of Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance in the place that we stayed. So I picked it up and started reading it, and within a few pages, the idea of riding a motorcycle was planted in my brain, and I thought, that seems cool. It's the famous passage about removing the frame and becoming a part of what you're doing. I'm really paraphrasing here, but and the whole book itself is not necessarily about motorcycle maintenance, so it's more of a philosophy book, but still good. Anyway, I read that, and I thought, that's what I want to do. I wasn't real satisfied with my job at the time. I'm now divorced, so, that wasn't the most satisfying thing in the world either. But the idea of riding a motorcycle suddenly was implanted, and it stuck, and it just hung around. And I loved it. So I came back from that trip, bought a motorcycle, had the guy ride it around a parking lot for me. I didn't know how to ride a motorcycle, so I met up with this kid, and I'm like, you ride it around here, ride it by me a couple times, and I think I paid $1,100 for it, which may have been too much, but whatever, it was kind of a beater of a bike to a certain extent, and a perfect bike to learn on and start on and get the hang of. And from there, I signed up for the motorcycle classes, passed those, and then I was off to the races. During that same time, I also started watching a lot of motorcycle-related content, motorcycle-related YouTubers, motorcycle movies that I could find that I found kind of fit what my vision for riding a motorcycle was. I watched Easy Rider. I watched The Motorcycle Diaries. I watched The Greasy Hands Preachers. Movies that were fantastic. I found a bunch of YouTubers that were doing cool stuff that I thought looked interesting. And it just started to build in my mind that I wanted to take a trip. I was about to turn 50. And I thought this would be a cool thing to do for that. I could ride a motorcycle across country. which is what I originally had planned to do. I didn't know that I would be going north to south. Originally, I thought I might be going east to west, and for some reason, south just appealed more. I wanted to go through Utah and Arizona and Idaho, and see some kind of desert type landscapes. So that ended up being ultimately the direction that I chose. Initially, I was still, up to a couple months before, I was still thinking maybe I could just head east and go see Mount Rushmore. That's a pretty good trip. It's a decent amount, but it went through Montana, and there are a lot of trees there. I live in the Northwest. There are a lot of trees here. So it didn't seem super diverse. And maybe it is. I could be wrong. This year I want to go to Montana and go to Glacier National Park. So, I want to go check out that. But at the time I was like, I want desert and rock formations and sand. And so I decided to go south.